when I wrote my column, it was called Is It Because I'm Fat? And I said that the whole thing started was because one day I was walking down the street in Cape Town, just minding my own business, and someone walked up to me and said, "Oh, I think I just saw your sister down there. She's just as fat as you are." And I didn't even, I didn't even say anything to this man. He just randomly decided that it was okay to say something like that to me. And why is this okay? And I actually discussed that people think it's okay to tell you that you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're never going to be successful enough just because of the way your body looks. It doesn't matter that I've worked my butt off to get to wherever I am. It's because I'm fat, I'll never be good enough.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. And the reality of this concept is that what you're talking about is that somebody, like when I was a teenager, when I was 16 years old, I was already living in a fat body. In those days, 5 or 6 years ago, I was dreaming about being in that fat body because that fat body was thinner than the fat body I was now living in my 30s, right? But when I was 16, a group of teenage boys drove by and they hollered out the window, "Heifer," right? So instead of getting a catcall that was also demeaning, meaning a catcall about sexy or sex in some way, I was getting a catcall about how my body wasn't sexy, right? And the reality of that, and that my body was comparable to a cow, right? And the reality of that experience is that it legitimizes a truth, which is that people feel they have a right to look at a fat body and say something nasty. Meaning you would never say something nasty to someone. You wouldn't just walk up to a stranger and say something like, "Oh God, you hate your body, huh?" Right? Like, it's just absurd, right? But if you're living in a fat body, it's acceptable.